What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. This is the Humble Lector, and today we got another figure here to be added into this retro X-Men set. And of course, I am talking about Longshot. And yes, I have always been a fan of Longshot back in the 90s. I was finding that he was an interesting character, and I'm super excited to check out this figure today. So into this video, what we're gonna do is of course go through every detail of this figure, go through the articulation, accessories, and of course give you my thoughts and my opinion at the end of the video. So yes, without further ado, let's just get right into it. Okay, here, so we're going to start off with the packaging, and I really do like this kind of retro style. Of course, if you do open it, it's not the best anymore, but I really like this clamshell design. I do like the look of it, where it looks more like a comic book. And of course, growing up in the 90s, I think this is very, very nostalgic here. We have the cartoon image on the sides, and also we have the product here. And if we go on to the back, we do have the product image, and we also have the other figures from this set. And bringing this a little bit closer here, Longshot, the description here is the alien performer and hero Longshot uses his probability manipulating powers to turn any odds in his favor. Alright, so now we're done with that. Now let's just unbox this bad boy up. Alright, so here is the Longshot figure, and before we go on any further, let us just check out the accessories that comes with this figure. Okay, so in terms of accessories here, I really do like it because we do have tons of stuff. We have the handbag on the top, we do have the knife as well, and in terms of hands, we have two left and two right. We have the open hands, we have the one that's grabbing up the small knives, we have the one to hold the big knife, and we also have the closed-fisted hands. Okay, so looking back at the figure, I got to say I really do like it over here. It does give you a lot of things going on with this figure. We of course have the bags, we have all the accessories, and makes it very, very dynamic. I mean, looking at it, I think this is going to be a nice slipper hit on it. And if you look at that face, that is an actual face. Look at that amount of details that is coming out from him. I think this is really, really excellent on this. I mean, you do have a nice eyes on the top here. We do have that shiny eyes on him as well, that starry eyes, which looks really, really nice. And the lips as well, I think this one does pull it off really nice. It doesn't feel very lipstick-ish, but it does feel quite natural. And of course, if you go on to the hair, the sculpting on this is really amazing. We have all that flowy on the top here and on the sides. Of course, this is not a nail polish, nail thing here. I'm just did my voting, so I do have the paint on me still. So yes, looking on the figure itself, I mean, the sachet on this, the satchel bag, looks really, really nice. You do have nice details here, the buckles on this, we do have the clothes here, and we do have the skim lines to make it look more natural and more realistic. And of course, do like these buckles here. They could have painted this silver, to give us a little bit more things, but I think this is still very, very decent. And we have these small knives that's on him with that cape here, so you can actually move it around. You can take it off if you guys want to and make him have a cleaner look. But I gotta say, it looks really, really nice. Of course, go on to his coat here. The shirt does have that nice retro design where he opens his collar. Very cool figure. That's one of the reasons why I like him back in the day. But as we can see here, we do have some paint defects from the factory, which is of course very annoying when it comes to this kind of QC issue. So you can see on the back here, there's some paint marks on his back, and I think that's about it. But okay, that's about it. And we also have the holders here for the knives, which goes on really, really nice on him, so you can just keep the knife and you don't have to worry about it. We do have the pockets on him as well, and this one does come with colors. Like you can see the silver here on each of this sachet, and also on the top buckle as well. And going on to the pants, I do like the boots on him. They could have just easily just made this all black and not care about the boots, but I do like that the attention on detail is pretty on point from Hasbro, so props up to that. And you also got to see that they do have this kind of silver buckle on his boots. So overall, I think this is a really, really nice and well-made figure, and looks really, really nice. And of course, going on to this, again, with all the accessories, it makes this very enjoyable to play with. So now let's go on to the articulation on this figure. So in terms of the head movement, you can only tilt the way up this much, and you can go all the way down here, which isn't too bad. Going on to the hinge here. You can actually swivel as much as you want, and also you can rotate it, but of course it's hindered a little bit by the hair and the collar. And going on to the arms here, you can rotate it 360 degrees, and also you can go up this much. And also you do have nice bicep swivel, and you do have nice double jointed elbows here. And also in terms of the wrist here, this one for this hand can go this much. So you can rotate this way instead of the up and down. But if you go on to the normal hands, you can rotate up this much, and you can twist it down this much here as well, which isn't too bad. And of course you can rotate it as much as you want on both hands. And in terms of the crunch here, you can crunch forward this much, really nice, and go backwards this much. Of course it's hindered by the back here, which okay, still overall it looks okay. And of course go on to the waist here, you do have your nice waist rotation. And going on to the legs, you can spread out this much, and you can also do have kicking forward movement all the way here. And going on to the upper thigh, you do have your upper thigh rotation. You do have nice double jointed knees, so you can go bend forward this much. And you do have nice calf rotation, and also in terms of the ankle pivot, you have upwards and downwards movement, and also excellent swivel over here. And looking at this figure, it does stand in at about the 6.5-inch mark. And here is it next to some other figure that likes to throw stuff, and this is Gambit. And I gotta say, actually, I'm actually quite impressed with both of these two figures, and I am surprised. I'm surprised with Gambit here being a little bit taller compared to Longshot. And here is it next to Cyclops over here from the House of X series. And here is it next to one of my favorite retro X-Men figures, and that is of course Apocalypse. Okay, so that is it with the Longshot figure. And in terms of rating, I think I'm going to give this a nice 6.5 out of 10. I mean, this is an excellent figure. It is definitely better than your average figure. It does give you a lot of accessories. And of course, in terms of what's going on with this character, I really do like it. There is a lot to it. There's a lot of stuff going on with him. There's of course the knives on him as well. So there's a lot of things that you can actually play around with. You can pose him in different angles as well. And he does look very, very cool and very, very 90s indeed, with that super long hair, that nice American bad boy look. So yes, overall, I think it's a really cool figure to have, and I do recommend you guys to get it. Of course, these are just my thoughts and my opinion. Leave yours in the comment section down below. If you guys enjoyed this video, do click the like and smash the subscribe button down below for more videos like this in the future. And also do follow me on my socials at the Humble Lecter on Instagram. So that is it. This is the Humble Lecter. I'll see you guys in the next one.